Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Steph and this is Ordinary Plant Girl. If you are new here, thank you for clicking on this video, and if you are returning, thank you so much for spending more of your time with me. Today was not a scheduled video. Not that I scheduled them all, but you know what I mean. Today I actually went to go to Home Depot to buy charcoal because I knew that they had it there. Now, you know how they tell you you shouldn't go shopping when you're hungry? If you're a plant lover, you just shouldn't go to a box store with money. But I was good. I was so good. So I went there initially to get this big bag of charcoal because I have not had any for a while. So yeah, I had to get some charcoal because I did notice, for me anyway, with my propagations, missing the charcoal and not using, because I don't use regular soil anymore, I make my own soil mix. I've found that coco coir can become kind of compact on its own sometimes if it's not like hydrated enough, which makes sense because for the most part you get it in a dehydrated block so that you can rehydrate it and make your mix. Anyway, if I don't have enough chunky stuff in the mix, it tends to get a little compact. So I had to get charcoal, went to Home Depot. Home Depot is restocked, and I was literally like a kid in a candy store, but I did restrain myself from buying things that I didn't necessarily need to buy. That doesn't mean I didn't buy anything. I'm just gonna show you. So the first thing I spotted when I went through there, because you look at when, you know, US plant tubers are going through their big box stores and they're finding all this stuff that in Canada you typically wouldn't be able to find in a big box store. It just doesn't happen. But when I saw this, I mean, this was the best one. They only had 4 at the one I was in, and I wanted to pick the fullest one. So we know that as acclimation happens, I could possibly lose leaves. But this is an Alocasia Black Velvet, and I wanted one. I had seen them online, and this was like a while back or whatever in the summer. I had seen them online, and I didn't want to get them shipped because I don't know how well Alocasias ship. I've never gotten one online before. So I didn't, you know, jump at the chance to buy one that way because I just wanted to make sure that it was going to live. So I found this in my Home Depot and I picked it up immediately. And you could tell I was not the only person there that was very, very happy with Home Depot's new stock. There's a few of us that were just kind of milling around, picking up pots, putting them down, checking prices, all that stuff. So. And this was, I believe, only $14.98 Canadian for this size. So I am super happy with it. It's so exciting. So then that led me to the next one, and I'm not positive about the ID. I'm actually gonna, I think I know what it is, but I'm gonna look it up really quick here. It is also an Alocasia though. Oh no, sorry. This one was $6.98 and it is an Alocasia Pink Dragon. And I wanted one of these. It was another thing where I was, you know, worried about how they would ship. But yeah, it's just these little pink stems on them. But for the most part, it looks pretty much like, well, I don't even want to make a comparison. I can't. I can't. The only thing that I don't like though is that It looks like it's in a terracotta pot, but it's actually really thin plastic. I don't care for that much, but I mean, I don't need to keep it, right? So yeah, and the tags always just say Alocasia. That's all it says. Alocasia. It doesn't tell you what kind of Alocasia it is. Same with the black velvet. So now I have added 2 more Alocasias to my household. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So this one is also an Alocasia, and this one was only $3.99. I've added 2 more Alocasias to my household. That brings my grand total to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I now have 8 Alocasias, where in the summer of last year I had none. The next Alocasia that I would like to try and find is the Dragon Scale. So that being said, for the 2 plants, $14.98 and $6.98, I mean, it was under $25, and I got 2 plants that I wanted and I was interested in. And the charcoal though was like $19.98. But it is a big bag and it's gonna last me a while. I don't need to do any repotting really until spring. Pretty much it's just gonna be propagations and stuff like that I need to get into pots. But besides that, so I completely forgot that I had a story going on here. Anyway, so I went to Home Depot, found the plants, the charcoal, had to go run some other errands, and I ended up at Walmart. Now the thing with the Home Depot was not only did I find those, but they had mature silver swords. I would like to say adolescent Rojo Congos, because I do have, my Rojos are more on the mature side. They are bigger and these ones were smaller, but you could definitely tell. They had so many that I would have loved to have bought, but I didn't want to just buy them because they were right in front of my face. On top of that, I do have a silver sword, which has got really, really tiny leaves right now, and I've got so many propagations of it to fill the pot with that as much as I would have loved to buy that mature plant, and one of the things that I think is fun for me about having plants is that I watch them mature. I get them when they're small and I watch them get big, and that's, you know, one of the things I love about it. But it was nice to see decent prices on more mature plants, and it also gives me hope and kind of like a dream goal of making my plants look like that. So after I left Home Depot, they had so many that I wanted. I wanted to buy a Brazil. They had these big lush pots of Philadelphian Brazils. They had so many things going on. I couldn't even, I just can't. If you go to my Instagram, you will probably see a photo there that says #Alocasia goals. And if you guys have been here for a while, you know that my Alocasia Yucatan Princess is one of my favorite Alocasias. And to be in Home Depot and just see a bed of them, and they are massive, and their Alocasia stingrays are just huge. To see that gives me hope come the spring that I will have something big and lush. I mean, it's not doing too bad. It's got 2 big leaves on it right now, and then it's got a couple of pups in the bottom that are still small. But it is winter. They're not actively growing, but they're also not going dormant. None of my Alocasias have gone dormant. The stingray actually popped out 2 new leaves. But besides that, everybody's just kind of sleeping. Yes. My Alocasia Polly, we're just gonna call her Sleeping Beauty because that plant never does anything. Ever. Like, nothing. So, anyway, I digressed. So I went from Home Depot and I had some errands to run. I ended up at Walmart. Walmart's plant selection was definitely not as large as Home Depot's, or as the variety of plants when it comes to Walmart is sad. And I have continuously had problems with plants that I bought from Walmart They either have root rot or they just die. I just can't seem to hang on to them. I've got a couple that have, you know, through hopes and dreams have made it. But yeah, so I'm in Walmart, and I'm looking at the stand that's got, you know, all the plants they're offering. There's a lot of dracaenas and stuff, that's fine. And on the bottom rack, I can see a philodendron silver sword, just one leaf, and it's fully mature. And, you know, I'd already decided when I had been at Home Depot that I wasn't going to get a silver sword. I was going to grow my own. That's fine. But in front of that, and I should have taken a picture, and I didn't, I love one of my favorite varieties of philodendrons are the self-heading philodendrons. So we're talking your Congo family, the Imperials, and the black cardinals. And this one was a mature black cardinal. And I love this plant so much. You're gonna see a video coming up soon as well that is pretty much called Plants That I Kill But Continue to Buy. The black cardinal is on that list. And I do have 2 black cardinals, and they're small, but they're surviving. But this plant was amazing. The leaves were so dark, and the newest leaf was just such a bright, vibrant red, and it just looked like one red leaf and just a sea of black, and it was like hashtag plant goals. That is my thing this year, hashtag plant goals, because I have got plant goals up the wazoo that you guys are going to see, and this just made me, I almost bought it. I think it was about $15. No, they were $12.98. They were $12.98 at Walmart for a 6-inch pot. And I almost bought it because it was literally cheaper than the black velvet that I had just bought at Home Depot. But I'm trying to be more conservative when it comes to the money I spend on my plants. And I am content with my collection, but I've always wanted a black velvet. Not necessarily on my wish list, but it's just one I'm drawn to. That and the dragon scale. I mean, eventually I would love to get a dragon scale and add that. I have the Cupria, and now I've got the black velvet, and those will come along. But I'm so in love with the black cardinal, and just self-heading plants in general. I think what I love about them is the fact that I love their growth pattern. So I love that they grow out. They grow out from one stem, and they're compact for the most part. But I mean, Imperial Reds, Rojo Congos can get to be like a meter across, like width-wise, and then you can have them growing up as well. So, I mean, you need to have room for these, but if you can have room for a Monstera Deliciosa, which I also wanted to buy the 6-inch pot that they had there for $12.98. But I have 2. I have 2 Monstera Deliciosas. I don't need anything bigger than that. And I totally went off on a little bit of a tirade here, or just dreaming. Just voicing my dreams out loud. Anyway, I did just want to pop in here real quick and show you my 2 Allocation plant finds in Home Depot, because it's not a common thing. Over the past little while, I mean, I've seen lots of Alocasias. I've seen more variety coming. Now it's all about what I really want to have, not just what I'm attracted to in store. So, that being said, that was my first plant purchase of the year. And for under 25 bucks, I gotta say it was pretty good. It's pretty good. So I'm gonna let these guys acclimate. I'm gonna treat them first too, because I do know that every time I get a plant, that was the other thing, every time I get a plant from Walmart, I have a pest issue. I did look and I didn't see anything on them, but I am gonna treat them anyway because, I mean, just thrips. I've got a pretty good handle on it. I've accepted that they are part of my life. And now I just treat my plants weekly, regardless of whether I see them or not, because I do love to clean the leaves. It calms me, it de-stresses me, so that's just what I do now. But yeah, so that is it. I hope you're all safe and well, and please like and consider subscribing to my channel. Leave any comments below. I love chatting to you guys. Some of you are like now just my people. I mean, you're all my people, but the ones that I talk to regularly, you're my people. Okay, and that is it. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.